He's pretty mentally weak in the ring. You know, as soon as things don't start going his way,
Yeah,
he starts to crumble, and things aren't going to go his way. So I think he's going to crumble.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis just shocked everyone in the gym. He went toe-to-toe with a heavyweight boxer, and didn't back down for a second. Word is, Jake Paul freaked out when he saw the footage. He's realizing this fight might not be the easy payday he thought.
Business and say the other person's gonna win. I like it.
So when
it makes it fun.
When he lay your boy out, you know what I mean?
He's my boy too. I love Mike.
I mean, Mike will move from this side to this side without you knowing.
In the world of boxing, some moments define a fighter, and Gervonta Tank Davis just had one of those moments. During a recent sparring session, Davis stepped into the ring not with another lightweight, not even a welterweight, but with a full-blown heavyweight. That's right, a man nearly 50 pounds heavier, taller, and stronger. Most fighters would avoid that. But not Tank. What happened next left the gym in complete shock. Davis didn't just survive, he dominated exchanges, showing insane speed, timing, and accuracy. Every punch he landed reminded the heavyweight that power isn't only about size, it's about precision and control. When Jake Paul saw the footage, insiders say he was stunned. This wasn't the Gervonta he expected. This was a dangerous version, sharper, faster, and hungrier than ever. Jake's whole team started to realize that this fight might not be as simple as they once thought. Davis was sending a clear message: you're not ready for this smoke. That sparring session wasn't about practice, it was a statement to the entire boxing world. Gervonta Davis isn't just preparing, he's making war plans. And Jake Paul? He's watching it all unfold in disbelief.
Guys told me that Gervonta Tank Davis is just taking this fight for a payday. He's just trying to get to the bag. Well, you got the fight itself, which is a payday, and you got a KO bonus on top of that, a big bonus. That's what Jake Paul said.
They're going to get a big, big bonus.
And they got a side bet of $2 million.
Let's make it two.
Y'all gonna shake on it?
Yeah.
Shake on it?
Shake $1 million.
$2 mil? 2 mil? 2 mil. Let's do
2
it.
mil.
Go get a shake.
Oh, they're shaking lefty.
2 mil. There we go.
Oh my fuck.
Why not get the entire bag? Whenever I got good food on my plate, I clean the plate. There is no reason to bull jive. Hold on. Let me, because I'm going to play some Marvel Rivals. Let me get all this together. I'm going to be playing some Marvel Rivals later. Hold on, let me get my black. Two sugars, no cream. And yes, no cream. Because I'm fired up today. I got on the scale today and I'm 209 pounds. Okay, you guys know that I'm on the fitness journey. I'm showing you guys my video journal. And I started at 217 pounds where I started all this 12 days ago. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing faint abs. Hold on, the faint abs. Woo! The faint abs! The faint abs! The faint abs! I'm telling you, it'll be back. I will be back. I want my Terminator.
When Gervonta Davis entered that gym to spar a heavyweight, everyone thought it was just hype, a quick session for publicity. But once the bell rang, the mood changed instantly. The heavyweight came forward with heavy hands, trying to use his size to dominate. But Davis moved like lightning, slipping punches, firing back with short, explosive combinations.
Wer countermade the bigger man hesitate.
By the second round, it wasn't a sparring session anymore. It was a lesson in speed, power, and skill. And when Jake Paul watched the footage, reports say he froze. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. The man he thought he'd overpower looked like a completely different animal. Davis's punches carried the kind of pop that can drop bigger opponents, and Jake knew it. People around Jake's camp say the energy changed after that.
The jokes stopped.
The confidence faded. Because it became clear, Gervonta Davis isn't just powerful for his weight class, he's dangerous for anyone, no matter their size. And that's the difference between being a YouTuber turned boxer and being a born fighter.
The contest before something like that, but I don't know, what's your just take on the whole thing?
I'm not very interested. That doesn't excite me. I know it's going to do really good numbers. I know they're making a lot of money, which is good for them, good for Tank, because in boxing that's what everybody looks for. I think is, the good thing is they announced it as an exhibition, which is, I'm okay with it. Everybody does it. Mayweather has done it. Ali did it. You know, the only thing, my personal opinion is, Tank. You know, they all did it when they had already accomplished so much. They already did so much. Mayweather did everything in boxing and accomplished everything. Muhammad Ali did the same, and many others that have done it. I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted. Never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give Rhodes that rematch, which he should have. You know, Mayweather did it when he had a hard time with Maidana and Castillo. Right away, he did the rematches to prove everybody wrong, and look at what he did. He beat him clearly. So Tank should have done the same. He didn't. That I could criticize, but then at the end also, if you're making 30 to 50 million, I don't even know what he's making to fight.
Social media is blowing up. Jake Paul's reaction to Gervonta's sparring session has gone viral. Reports say Jake couldn't believe how easily Davis handled a heavyweight. The internet saying it loud, Jake might be in over his head this time.
With Tank, and it's I kind of don't really care about the fight no more. Starting to lose a little steam.
But I'm saying, I mean, if he stops Pitbull Cruz, right? I mean, don't you think that people would want to see, Lamont and Tank more due to the fact that, Tank had a hard time with Pitbull?
No, I think people just want to see Tank versus Lamont because Lamont, he had a hard time with Lamont. It's just like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. People just like controversy. People just like, you know what I'm saying? So people like to see finished business. You know, they don't want to leave it unfinished. And that's what the intrigue is. They want to people want to see finished business. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the intrigue of the fight. And it doesn't make no sense why they taking so fucking long to fight, you know. Everybody keeps saying that Tank getting the money, but is we getting the fucking money? Is we bidding there for the fucking money? Is he gonna give us some of the money? Are we waiting on him to feed us any bit? No. I want what I want. Fuck that. I'm selfish. I'm a fan. I want to see the fucking fight. I don't want to see no fucking circus. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody saying, oh, he get the bag, who gives a fuck? I hope he already rich as fuck. He already won 30 million in the last fight or something. He got more money than I'm ever gonna have. I don't give a fuck.
They called it sparring, but what really happened was a warning. Gervonta Davis stepped into the ring with a heavyweight, not to test his endurance, but to prove a point. From the first bell, Davis looked fearless. The heavyweight threw big punches, trying to crush him early, but Gervonta's footwork was masterful. He slipped, countered, and hit back twice as hard. Every exchange showed how confident he was, like he wanted Jake Paul to see exactly what's coming. Insiders who witnessed it said Davis was grinning between rounds, almost daring the bigger man to bring more pressure. That's when everyone in the gym realized, this wasn't about training. It was psychological warfare. And when Jake Paul's team saw the footage, panic spread. They started asking questions. Should Jake even go through with this fight? Is it too soon? Too risky? Because Gervonta didn't just show skills that day. He showed dominance, the kind of mindset that breaks opponents before the fight even begins. If this was a message, it was loud and clear. Jake Paul, get ready, because the tank is coming for you.
Right, for not executing that rematch. Is it safe to say that there was some money given to you because of that?
Money given to me, not necessarily, but
okay.
Like I said, those guys took good care of me. Those guys on the other side took care of me. Not him personally and not his team personally, right. But
but somebody made it right for that rematch not happening.
Kinda, you could say that.
Kinda. I understand. I don't understand the position you're in, but from the outside looking in, you had a phenomenal performance against arguably one of the best fighters, top 10 pound for pound fighters in Tank, which many didn't believe it would happen. So you want the opportunity to get back and I guess get the victory. But can you really, honestly, putting yourself in Tank's shoes, be upset with taking advantage of the opportunity to fight Jake Paul? Reportedly, there's about $40 million that he's going to get paid. Now, I don't know this to be, accurate, but I'm saying those are the reports, right? If you were in his shoes, wouldn't you do the same thing?
Gervonta Davis is walking with a new level of confidence. After trading shots with a heavyweight and holding his ground, he's ready for anyone. Jake Paul reportedly lost it after seeing the clip, realizing Davis is built for war.
Even the list you made, years and years ago. Gervonta Davis is on the list.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's all manifestation, and it's a very powerful thing. And yeah, I think people don't dream big or set massive aspirational goals and then also put the work in. I think that's the other thing is like I'm still doing sprints and track work and bench press and squats and all of these things for the sport of boxing. So when I transition to NFL, I'm going to have a lot of that natural explosiveness and power from the past 6 years of training.
Behind the scenes, not everything is calm in Jake Paul's camp. Sources close to his team say the atmosphere changed completely after they watched Gervonta Davis's recent sparring session. I end that video. Davis went to war with a heavyweight, someone far bigger and stronger, and he didn't back down once. The power, speed, and control Davis displayed shocked everyone. Even experienced trainers were nodding in disbelief, saying, "That's championship mentality right there." When Jake's coaches saw it, they started whispering. They knew what it meant. Davis isn't just training, he's sending a message that he's ready for any kind of pressure, any kind of fight. For the first time, Jake's team began to worry that their fighter might not have the same ring experience to handle someone like Tank. They've been trying to adjust strategies, increase defensive drills, and strengthen Jake's stamina, but deep down, they know Davis brings something different. He's not fighting for fame. He's fighting for respect. And after seeing that sparring session, Jake Paul's confidence, and his camps, may never be the same again.
Paul versus Tank, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like everyone's talking about it. It's a whole thing. A lot of people liked it, didn't like it.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you first saw that it was a thing?
It pissed me the fuck off, bro.
Yeah, why?
It's just disappointing on mainly Jake's end. You know, we're not falling for the Disney Channel bit no more. We're not falling for "you're not a fighter" no more. We're not falling for that. You know, you're ranked as a cruiserweight and you're out here trying to fight a lightweight. And then on top of it, you were just talking about fighting Anthony Joshua. That doesn't make no sense. And, you know, I just felt like it was a disgrace to boxing and kind of it was not a good move by Jake Paul. You know, I understand people saying, you know, Gervonta got to go get his money, you know, blah, blah, blah. But, like, we're not talking about that shit. We're talking about the sport, bro. We're not talking about, oh, you got to get that money, bro. Yeah, but everybody's open to criticism. That's the whole point of this media shit. That's why they talk about basketball players. They don't talk about, well, LeBron's making too much. Like, nobody cares, bro. If LeBron's missing the shot, he's missing the fucking shot. So at the end of the day, bro, I just thought it was a disgrace to the sport because on one end,
that gym war between Gervonta Davis and a heavyweight is the talk of the boxing world. Jake Paul's reaction says it all. He's worried. Fans are saying if Davis can trade punches with big men like that, imagine what he'll do in the ring with Jake.
I like when it's all said and done and when you guys go off, they go into the next man. So if y'all can make a big payday, go get that payday. The sport of boxing don't love you. That's the problem with this sport. It's like what Jake Paul did, man, it's crazy. But people getting paid off of it.
Yeah.
So if he can call any one of y'all out and y'all can get that payday, I say go get it, baby. I'm not mad at it.
For me, and I'm not mad at this move at all for Tank Davis, but I think when it comes to boxing fans, there's an essence that comes with this sport, and it's an essence that hasn't been lost.
When Jake Paul saw Gervonta Davis trading bombs with a heavyweight, he couldn't hide the fear in his eyes. Davis was calm, precise, and powerful, everything Jake wasn't expecting. This fight just got real.
Tank Davis and Jake Paul in November. According to betonline.ag, Jake Paul's the underdog at plus 139. Gervonta Davis is the favorite at minus 180. So he's the favorite almost 2-1.
Right.
What do you think will happen in this ring?
I don't know, but Tank should beat him. Tank should beat him, but Tank is smaller. And usually in boxing, you take the bigger man, but then again, Terrence Crawford killed that when he beat Canelo.
They were the same weight.
Yeah, they were
at the
same
time.
weight
Well,
at the
no,
time.
maybe a little bit different after they rehydrated, but they weighed in at the same weight. There's a 30-pound difference between Gervonta and Jake Paul. Jake Paul had to lose like 30 pounds to get down to like 195. And Gervonta, I think, is like 160.
Gervonta all the way up to 160?
Well, hold on. Gervonta.
160?
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. No. 133.8.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes, he 133.
It's a 60-pound weight difference.
Yes.
People said Davis was too small. He just proved them wrong. Sparring a heavyweight and standing his ground showed everyone he's built different. Jake Paul's reaction? Total disbelief. The countdown to their showdown just got a lot more intense. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next time.